What a trip. I'm totally in the French capital here. I recognize it. It's going to be very serious tonight, so be ready. Good evening, Olivia.
Hello, Andy.
Kassie, still as elegant as ever.
Thank you so much.
Solange and Nayla, the new duo.
Yes, the dream team.
Exactly.
Antonella channeling Kim Kardashian. I really like it.
Always, my love.
Good evening, Andy.
Inspector Balerdi, I really like the vibe.
Thanks, boss.
Caroline, last but not least, you look amazing.
Thank you so much, Andy. Ready for my first reunion?
Awesome. Are you all ready?
We're starting in 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Andy Sims, and I'm joined by the charming Simwives of Oasis Spring. Congratulations on your second season. It's been a season full of fashion, twists, drama, and most of all, full of surprises. Today we're in Paris, and our Simwives are paying tribute to Edith Piaf's classic, all dressed in pink, the song La Vie en Rose, in this atmosphere of love. I hope by the end of this meeting, we can settle all the problems and answer all the questions. How are you, Caroline?
I'm good, thank you, boss. How about you?
With that mindset, I can't be anything but good. Antonella, you look stunning. The glam budget isn't compromised by the money spent on Brandon, right?
Never. Enough money to manage my two current priorities.
And it shows. Kassie, how are you? Congratulations again for your beautiful house.
Thank you so much, Andy. I'm waiting for you to come visit.
I'm waiting for the invitation. That's why. Hello, Olivia, how are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Yes, thank you by the way for the Jang food products. I love them. New Solange, new love, new house, how are you?
Very, very well, and with Aaron too, thank you.
So, last season you were facing off, sorting out your issues, and today you're side by side. How are you, Nayla?
Nice intro, Andy, but I'm good, thank you.
And to finish, the one who never leaves my left side, how's it going, Andrea?
To my great pleasure, I'm good.
Glad to hear it. This new season saw the arrival of 2 new Simwives. And as we've seen, they've integrated very well into the group. Even if that means having to assert themselves in front of the OGs. Olivia, why did you come in with ideas about Andrea without trying to form your own opinion first?
I didn't come with ideas, but I already had a sense of the person.
Without knowing me then, since we'd never met. So basically, you judged me without knowing me.
Sure, I had my ideas,
Or Cassie's ideas.
as you want, but I wasn't planning on getting upset with you until tea time at my place, where you left for no reason.
No reason. Really?
We'll come back to that, but Olivia, the internet wants to know what you and your husband decided about the 5th baby project.
I'm not going to force myself to have a baby, but if the opportunity comes up, I'll go for it.
And the boutique project?
For now, I'm focusing on a first collection, and then we'll see about the boutique. I don't want to rush things.
You're right.
Caroline, why did you decide to join the show if you think you're above these women?
Excuse me, did I say that?
That's what you made us feel.
Never. Stop making things up one day, Solange. Please.
No relation, and if the viewers ask, it's because that's what she showed.
I never wanted to make anyone believe or show that I'm superior to these women. Never. Ever.
Then why did you say, from episode 1, that you were the richest?
I'm the one who said she was part of the top one in the city.
She herself said it.
Okay, Nayla.
Okay, Nayla.
Alright, but Caroline, did you ever think that the main drama this season would revolve around you?
Not at all. And I really wanted to go all the way and not hide anything.
Well, in that case, you might as well not do reality TV if you're going to hide things.
You're in no position to talk.
What do you mean?
Excuse me?
I don't like talking about people, but well, the whole city more or less knows that. In 12 months, Simon sleeps outside for 16 months.
I don't allow you to say that.
Why are you getting upset?
Did she hit a sensitive spot?
That's low, really low behavior.
Andrea, what do you have to say about that?
Next question.
Alright, Caroline, you had a lot to say about Nayla in your confessionals this season. Why did you feel so strongly about her?
And she went hard.
And Nayla too, when she says that I want to tell everyone that I'm ready to make everyone hear that I'm the woman at Ridley.
And you have every reason to be proud, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Nayla, how did it feel watching back everything Caroline said about you?
Well, first of all, for Caroline, it was a joke. I think you know very well that we all shade each other in the confessionals, and I know you understood that very well.
Except you, who's inventing a personality.
Who?
You!
Okay, Kassie. So, there was nothing mean about that, but you, it happened several times.
So everyone's hurt, in their own way then.
Best friends, then a trio, then nothing? Nayla started seeing her relationships with her best friends change. Between Kassie and Antonella, Nayla chose Solange. Do you think you neglected Antonella and Kassie for Andrea and Solange?
Not at all. I think and I'm sure I still have the right to be friends with whoever I want. Solange is someone I got to know, just like these women have the right to do. And that shouldn't stop me from having other friends.
I don't understand the whole friendship jealousy thing. But if Antonella did it, I'd get it. But Kassie? I don't get it.
Explain to us, why did you first get in between Nayla and Antonella, then take over the problem?
Well, first of all, Andrea, you're talking nonsense because this has nothing to do with jealousy. Okay, Solange? I was speaking for myself where Nayla didn't do anything for our friendship.
But what do you want me to do? I don't get it, really.
Well, defend me. Be there when I needed you, not just after I was hurt. We talked about it at the cafe, and watching the season, I realized you didn't care in the end.
Never! But you're asking for things that are impossible.
To be my friend? Okay.
Always the same word, my friend. Stop. We're not in elementary school anymore.
Antonella, Nayla seems to have changed a lot this season. How has that affected your friendship with her?
I didn't see it coming, and it doesn't bother me, but it's her lack of involvement that made me doubt.
But doubt about what? You can't compare my friendship with you to that of the others.
What? The others? You're so hypocritical, Nayla. We've known each other for 10 years, and you never thought to support me for a second, so stop.
I've said it, I'm neither a police officer nor a lawyer, sorry.
When was the last time you saw and talked to Antonella?
Since the end of the season?
We saw each other during Milan Fashion Week, but we didn't talk.
What can we do to get back on good terms?
Give us time.
Indeed. This is the first time this has happened, and I miss her terribly. Even my daughter misses her.
I miss her too.
Nayla, some ladies have questioned your loyalty. What do you say to that?
I've been loyal the whole time. Probably not enough for these women, but enough according to my principles and values. And that, for me, is the most important thing.
I've gotten to know Nayla, on and off, and she's sincere and honest.
The irony.
What's going on now?
I wasn't talking to you, Solange.
Solange, I have a double question for you. You never speak for yourself, always following and being Andrea's shadow. Doesn't that bother you? Is that why you prefer to form a friendship with Nayla to stand out?
Not at all. If being loyal and faithful to your friend means being their shadow, then I'm proud to be Andrea's.
Especially since she's never acted like a follower, she's always asserted herself. I feel like when it's Kassie and Antonella it's fine, but when it's Solange and me, it's a problem.
No relation.
Exactly, no relation. Kassie doesn't speak for me.
What? Am I speaking for Andrea?
Really, Solange?
Stop. Whether it's in Paris or Oasis Spring, you act like her.
That's hurtful.
But it's the truth.
That's why we've been trying to make you understand for a while that your truth isn't
The truth.
I only impose the truth, not my truth.
All right, after a turbulent first season, this season Antonella decided to play the peacemaker role but still put everything forward, always with a touch of loyalty. And that's for everyone around her. Antonella, you immediately accepted Andrea's proposal for peace. What were you expecting?
Nothing. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting anything.
Did you think Andrea was sincere?
But I was sincere.
Yes, but she can doubt.
I had no preconceived ideas. For me, again, everything was possible, but I don't think she would have wasted my time by playing a game.
I see. Why did you take that initiative, Andrea?
Simply because I was exhausted from all the tension, and I wanted to move forward in my process. Even if it flopped with Kassie, I'm happy it worked with Antonella. Even if we're not best friends, at least we can be cordial when we see each other.
Indeed.
So if you run into her at Chanel, will you talk to her?
Of course, we have the same saleswoman.
Well, glad to hear that.
Me too, just so you know.
Hello, Andy. Hello, girls.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
That's great to hear. This season, the group welcomed a new friend to the crew. With her ideas, she wasn't planning on letting things slide. With fiery hair and a fiery personality, here's Anastasia. Anastasia, we have to admit, you were set up to hold a flute, but your ex-husband didn't agree to you filming the show at home. What were his main concerns about it?
Yes, that's true. And I thank you, as well as Solange and the production. Well, he didn't want the kids to be on screen constantly, that's all.
That's weird because our kids aren't exposed as much as we are.
Yes, but he was worried about the future.
And that's respectable.
Is it not the case for us?
I don't think that's what she meant. Don't do that.
When you arrived, your confrontation with Kassie was quite memorable. But in the end, you became friends. How did you manage to overcome those tensions?
Friends is a big word,
Absolutely.
but I've learned to turn the page.
Despite the rumors.
Which are false?
Which are true, why don't you own up to it? I mean, you never own up to anything.
I'll own up if you tell the truth, my dear.
Whatever, I'm putting that behind me.
Were you surprised, shocked, or disappointed by Nayla and Solange's reactions in the confessionals when you gave your opinion?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why not?
I don't want to talk about it.
And that's your right. Did you enjoy being part of the show?
Yes, but Wow, it's really intense. You need strong mental endurance to hang out with a group of women like this.
When I told you, did you think I was exaggerating?
Welcome to the world of Simwives.
Really, after the casting, I was scared. But in the end, I enjoyed it. Apart from some major drama.
Exactly. After entering the group with class and elegance, Caroline eventually disappeared from the radar. She got caught up in the drama involving her husband. Some of the Simwives decided to distance themselves, at the expense of certain friendships. Caroline, first off, what's going on with Thomas?
Well, you need to know that the filming finished 4 months ago. He was released and his sentence was modified thanks to his lawyer. Now he's started doing surgeries again.
Thank God.
So, can he resume surgeries at the hospital or has he resumed his clinic project with his colleagues?
No. They finished their projects and finally opened their clinic 3 months ago, and it's a huge success.
Congratulations to them. How did you react when you saw that all the girls had gathered without you?
I was disappointed when the girls came to my house to talk about it, but I have to admit, seeing the footage completely shocked me. Especially regarding Nayla, because I saw she hadn't moved at all in the direction of our friendship. But luckily, others did.
Caroline, I wasn't going to say or do anything to please anyone. The only thing I wanted was to put an end to all of it because you weren't there.
But you're a liar, a real liar.
Excuse me?
We, the girls in that chair, said it, and even that didn't matter because it wasn't our business. Even Anastasia said it.
Exactly. Those are the images I saw. And even without counting Antonella, but seeing that friends I've met recently stood up for me, it feels good.
And what about Andrea calling him a criminal?
Well, it's the same thing again, right? Between shock and shock. Because after all that chaos, I couldn't be disappointed by Andrea anymore. But it's a strong word, and hearing her say that really surprised and overwhelmed me.
That's why I want to apologize. I didn't do it on social media because I said it in person, so I apologize in person. I shouldn't have said that, and I ask for your forgiveness.
Oh.
Thank you, but I don't feel concerned by these apologies because it's about my husband, not me.
But she apologized. You could at least accept it.
That's true.
Well, no, I agree with Caroline in the sense that she wasn't the one who was insulted, but Thomas. So the apology should be for him, that's all.
And I kind of agree with that reasoning.
Thanks, Andy.
Olivia, why bring it up if no one had really heard it?
The word criminal? Simply because it was serious and I didn't understand how they could have overlooked it or pretended it didn't matter.
Looking back, she was right to bring it up. Because those are words you don't joke around with. But I'd like to know why.
Well, I don't really remember.
Of course, the amnesia card. Andrea, you're funny.
No connection. I have the right to forget.
Yeah, but for you, it's kind of a recurring thing. It's getting a bit worrying.
All right. Andrea and Solange, what was the point of this reunification? Andrea, was the goal to sideline Caroline?
Not at all. It was more about having a conversation.
About what, when you weren't even concerned?
Well, we still had things to say.
Who asked you to?
No one, but it was important to discuss it amongst ourselves to figure out.
Figure out what?
If
nothing. Because you guys took it upon yourselves to handle something when you're neither journalists nor lawyers, just regular residents of Oasis Spring.
Damn!
What do you mean by that?
That instead of staying silent or supporting me, they put on a show.
Not at all, but I get you're upset, I understand.
Once again, you misunderstand, because I'm not upset.
Okay.
Well, Kassie and Olivia, you've both mentioned jealousy multiple times. Why?
Because it's true, period.
Their behavior, their comments, and even Andrea had already sidelined Caroline with her many questions before the whole story blew up.
Totally. She asked questions as if I owed her an explanation.
I'm just speaking the truth, and my truth. If it bothers you, it's not my fault.
The thing is, nobody's asking you, Andrea.
Nobody really.
Okay, Nayla, do you regret alienating your friends, Antonella and Caroline?
Not at all.
Oh, wow.
Let me explain. I acted according to my convictions. I can't be against that. Especially because even if I had to do it again, I would act the same way. Because for me, I didn't do anything wrong.
Nice. Thanks for making me lose 10 years of one-sided friendship.
Not at all. You were my friend. But what happened wasn't like me. I'm still happy with the outcome for you.
You see, in the end, you lost a friend for nothing, when none of this was true.
And you, Solange, how did you react when you saw Anastasia side with Caroline?
Yeah, a little, but it surprised me because she's very understanding.
I didn't side with Caroline, just like Nayla. I listened to my principles and values.
And that's to your credit.
To wrap up, Caroline, do you forgive these women for doing this?
Of course. Who am I not to forgive? These are life's challenges, and I accept them. I just stay cautious because I know who I can trust and rely on in this group of women.
That's beautiful. We'll say goodbye to the woman with the fiery hair. Thank you so much, Anastasia, for coming. I hope to see you again soon.
I hope so too. Kisses, everyone.
And we'll be right back. My dear Simwives of Oasis Springs, what an incredible journey you've taken us on this season. Between laughter, tears, and unforgettable moments, you've all brought your unique shine to the screen. Even though this reunion was heated, it shows how passionate and real you all are. Your friendship, your highs and lows, are what make this show so magical. Congrats on this memorable season, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. Caroline, the final word, how do we say goodbye?
Thank you so much, Andy. Well, since I couldn't come to Paris, let's say goodbye in French.
Great idea. Au revoir, ladies.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.